Some years ago, I was walking through a huge shopping mall when I noticed a group of people staring at something in a display window. Curious, I walked over to see what was happening. They were all staring at a strange poster sitting on an easel. The poster was brightly coloured and had what seemed to be meaningless symbols and dots and patterns all over it. Suddenly, a woman standing beside me exclaimed, "I see him! I see him!" pointing at the poster. "See whom?" I asked. "Well, I'm not sure who it is," she said. I thought to myself, "You don't see anything, do you? You're pretending." But then another man said, "I see him too." We all looked at the poster with great concentration, and after a while most people walked away. I kept looking at the poster. I even put my forehead to the plate glass as I looked at it, bending my head to the side and half closing my eyes. And the symbols did start to fade, and sure enough, a face began to form. "I see him! I see him!" I said out loud to a complete stranger standing beside me. Then I realized whose face it was that I was seeing in this pictograph. It was Rembrandt's face of Christ. Maybe that's what happened at the Transfiguration. Maybe everything was just in place, the light was just right, the angle was perfect, and then suddenly the apostles saw. Beyond and behind and within the man they had known for 3 years, beyond the symbols and patterns of everyday life, there was something else. And in a brief moment of revelation, they saw it. The gospel today celebrates what they saw, their moment of insight. But my question is, why did they take so long? Why didn't they see Jesus that way before? The gospel gives us the answer. Peter and his companions had been overcome by sleep, but becoming fully awake, they saw his glory. Maybe that's why we don't see him. We miss so much because our minds are asleep. There are certain things that are designed to keep our minds asleep, things like prejudice. For prejudice makes us so set in our ideas and in our ways that our minds are shut. Then we have our obsessions, our obsession with the internet and Facebook and Twitter. You know, the internet is so addictive that some people spend most of their waking hours on it. How would it be possible for them to see Jesus? But mostly I think we're not fully awake. We don't see because our society puts such enormous pressure on us to possess, to have more. We are so absorbed in those things that we become blind to others. We simply don't see that there are times when we should drop everything and go and embrace our spouse, our partner, hug our children, help our friends, visit our aging parents, and protect the environment. Lent is designed precisely as a time to wake up and examine our priorities. The gospel today is suggesting that we too might be missing some transfiguring moments because we're not fully awake, that we are blinded by the wrong things. Today, we hope to see Jesus, not as a pictograph or a 3D picture, but the real, strong, powerful, healing, and living Jesus. Will you ask him, "Lord, help me to see the wonders of creation that are all around me. Help me to focus on the common humanity of the human race that binds us, and keep before my eyes the vision of the beauty, the goodness, and the love that lies at the heart of my own family." Amen.